By the time I was 26, we had about $4 million of real estate and a little over $1 million net worth. By the time I'm 28, I'm bankrupt. Made $250K one year, and the next year I made $6,000. And the odd thing is when I was doing really good is when I met God. I met him on the way up, got to know him on the way down.
How'd you meet him?
I went to a sales conference with my beer drinking buddy. We were so stupid. We would go to happy hour and then go make sales calls and couldn't figure out why people wouldn't buy from us. Anyway, we go to a sales conference, me and him, and we're sitting on the back row. This guy comes on stage that makes $400K a year, and we're like, I want to be him. We're like, okay, here's the 5 things I want to learn from him. Before he came up, he somehow answered every one of those questions, and he said, and there's one more thing. And we're like, no, there's not. We got all. That's it. That's all we got. No, there's one more thing. He said, if you don't know this man named Jesus, you need to get introduced because it will change the way you do business, change the way you do relationships, and business is all relationships. You're going to be more successful when you understand how human relationships work, and you will not understand that except through Christ. And so we went into a couple of churches, and they were boring as crud. And I'm like, if he was here, he left because nobody here is excited about it. You know, you sit on the back row so you can eject in case they get weird. Couldn't get away from that place because this old school pastor, he'd stand at the back door and shake everybody's hand as they left. I thought Christians were wusses. This guy stood up, and he was a man, and he's like, this is what the Bible says, and if you don't agree with that, you're what's known as wrong. We didn't know what was drawing us back, but we found out later it was the Spirit of God. We could feel it.